What do you need to know about estate planning if you have minor children? Hi, my name is Richard Chamberlain and I'm an estate planning attorney in Perrysburg, Ohio. We're going to talk about that in this video today. Now, if you have minor children, you need to have a plan in place in case something unexpected happens to you, or if you're married, happens to you and your spouse. You need to have a plan in place for who will take care of your children and how will they be taken care of. You address both of those issues in your estate plan. Now, the first issue that most parents of young children think about when they think about estate planning is naming a guardian for their children. That would be a guardian of the person. That's the person who's been appointed by the probate court to be in charge of the day-to-day needs of your child. It's obviously a very important choice who you pick to serve as the guardian of the person. You're going to want to choose someone who would raise your children the way that you would. And we actually suggest that you name more than one. You have a first choice, and if that person is not able or willing to serve, if the need arises, there's an alternate or maybe even a couple of alternates. Now, the second issue that needs to be addressed, not everybody thinks about this part, is how will the money that is left for your children, how will that be handled? And that's going to be very important because how you give assets is going to be more important than what you actually give. So we want to make sure the money is going to be used appropriately by the right people, using the best judgment possible, and it's going to be used the way that you would want it to be used. So there's really two different ways to do that. The first is you have a will and it leaves assets to your children. You name your children as the beneficiaries of your life insurance and retirement accounts. You pass away under that scenario. What happens is the money then goes into a guardianship of the estate for your children. And that's a process that's overseen by the probate court. The court makes the decisions about how the money is going to be spent. There are specific rules about how the money can be invested. And then when the child turns age 18, they are no longer an incompetent in the eyes of the law. They're an adult at that point and they're able to manage their own money at that point. So the guardianship terminates. And so whatever money is in there from the life insurance, from the retirement accounts, everything is turned over to the child at that point, and they can do with it whatever they want. They may not do the things that you would want. And for a lot of people, they're not comfortable giving, a sizable amount of money to an 18-year-old. The alternative, instead, is to use a trust for the benefit of your children. And that is where you name the trust as the beneficiary of your estate. You name the trust as the beneficiary of your retirement accounts and life insurance. And in that case, because the money is not paid directly to the children, we don't need to have a guardianship for them. There's no guardianship of the estate in that case. The money is held in the trust. There's a trustee of the trust that you've chosen, that you believe will do a good job in using good judgment on the investing and the spending of the assets for your children. Because the money is in trust, it can continue on beyond age 18. So it can stay in trust until they're 22 years old or 25 years old, or whatever age you think your children might be mature enough to make decisions about how to wisely use the money that you've left for them. So the money doesn't get put into their hands at age 18. Instead, the trustee can use that money beyond age 18 to pay for college, to pay for living expenses, to do all the things that you would hope would be appropriate. So if you'd like to dive a little bit deeper into these issues, we have a webinar on our website. It's called Estate Planning for Young Families. You can have instant access to it. It's a free webinar you can watch. If you'd like to talk to one of our attorneys about your specific needs about planning, you can request an appointment with one of our attorneys right on the website as well. So I hope this video has been helpful for you, and we look forward to seeing you soon.